Hey crafters, I'm adding this brief video onto the one that I just filmed, or I filmed yesterday. I show you this new fabric that I bought and I really love, and I talk about the 3 patterns I might use this fabric for. And as I'm looking back and I'm editing the video, I only own one of the patterns. The other 2 I haven't bought yet, and I just realized I don't want to be taking photos from their Instagram, putting it in my video, tagging that, like going through all that extra work when I'm probably just going to do the pattern that I've already purchased that I really like. So I edited those second and third patterns out of the video. So when you're watching and I talk about these, I'm thinking of doing 3 patterns. Here's the first one. And then after, it's like, well, thanks for watching, guys. Just so you know why I'm not talking about pattern 2 or 3. I edited it out. I'm probably not going to use them. I'm probably going to go with the one that I already purchased because I loved it enough to buy it. So I wanted to give you a heads up before you watch the video. I'll talk to you soon. Check it out. Watch. Hey crafters, it is a weekend day and I have some time to come upstairs and craft, and I have all this stuff on my mind. I've been working on my diamond painting, but today I have a lot of fabric floating around as I'm working and creative, so I wanted to quickly make the video and talk to you about everything I'm thinking about. So a few months ago, I saw online this new fabric collection, Riley Blake's My Heritage collection, and I loved it. It looked gorgeous. The whole background behind this fabric collection is family and tree branches and how everything can come together, and even if you're apart, and connections and love, and even a little bit of traveling fabric, themed fabric was in here. And I did what I always do. I saved it and I didn't buy it then. And then fast forward about 2 months, everywhere is sold out. You can't find it anymore. Thankfully, Fat Quarter Shop still had a few to pick from. So I treated myself. This was a big treat. This is the last craft purchase I really have done for the year. It's the last one I think I'm probably gonna do for a while, just because I have so many projects I'm working on. But I picked up the Fat Quarter Bundle set and the Jelly Roll set. I really like the Jelly Roll because it's already pre-cut and I'm really bad at cutting. And after working on 3 quilts, I realized how important your cutting and your precise cutting is. So I got a Jelly Roll set and I got a Fat Quarter set. I'm gonna open these up, show you a little bit, and talk about which quilts I'm thinking of using these for. Let's check it out. Okay, here I can give you a little bit more of a close-up look at these different fabrics. Now it's dark in my room right now, even with 3 lights on, because we have a very gray, rainy day in Germany. But I think kind of what's coming across is maybe a little darker than what I have in person. The one thing that threw me off about this collection is when I purchased it, I was expecting a wider range of cream to a little bit of a gray blue color. And what I saw online isn't really what showed up. I think I have maybe 2 of these blues, but it's a lot more sage green color. And even though when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, that's not the blue I thought there would be, I fell in love with it because sage green was one of my wedding colors. So it's almost like it's meant to be, even though it wasn't what I thought it would be when it showed up. It's just like fate. Now for this, I have 3 different quilts that I've saved, I found on Instagram, and I've saved. And I've just been waiting for the right fabric. And I think this is the right fabric. I just need to figure out which one I want to do. So this first one here is actually tree bark, and the inside rings is kind of a common theme through here, and that's the thing of a family and tree and life and growth that comes along with this. Now, I'm gonna kind of peel the corners. I'm hesitant to open this up right now because my littles come in here and they take fabric and they use them for bed sheets for their dolls, which is adorable. And I find fabric all over the house, but I'm not gonna open this one because I don't want them to take any of the pieces until I decide which of the fat quarters I'm gonna use. So let's peek through. So I have 2 fat quarters of this inside tree bark color, a nice cream plaid, and it has the sage green stripe going through, which is the same color here. So looks like I have 2 of that. This is the travel one. When I open it up, it's gonna be, oh, maybe it's just 1 fat quarter. Yeah, sorry guys, it's 1 fat quarter folded over. This travel themed one, I'm really excited about. So we've got the gate. On this one up here, we had an image from Russia. I'm always looking for travel themed fabric. It's something I'm very interested in because we travel so much. So when I see travel themed, when I see fabric that really picks out a cultural highlight of another country, I try and get it. Like British guards or anything, well, I was gonna say anything Paris themed, but you know that's off the table now. This has the Roman Coliseum, which is awesome. It says Spain up top. I only spent 1 day in Spain. I would love to go back. What do we have in here? Oh, that would be, oh, is it? It might be too dark. That's the Russia one. And what's through here? Ooh, I see a Statue of Liberty. This thing is gonna be so tore up by the time I actually open it. I know, guys, I know it's silly, but if I open it now, my kids will take it. We have a Taj Mahal in there, another Coliseum. Inca or probably an Inca pyramid. Eiffel Tower. We have an Eiffel Tower with the Inca pyramid. This Victory Gate. Well, that says Ireland. Wow, I have great memories of our trip to Ireland. So I'll open that one and probably love it. Who knows if I'll have the heart to cut it. We have some written words and it says, family are like branches. They grow in different directions. They meet on a tree. That looks very pretty. One that's almost like graph. I follow Emily Dennis and she actually bought a lot of a background color. It was lighter than this and a different brand, a different designer, but she picked up a lot of this for background fabrics, which is an excellent idea. And we have some floral pieces. All of these are still in cream. Floral, floral, plaid. And this starts the next colorway, which is a blackish gray, and you have that in all the same ones pretty much. So we have that in the tree branch, our travel themed fabric, our grid tree words. It's harder to tell since it's the darker color. The floral, the plaid, the graph, and this goes into the sage green colors. It looks really pretty. It's a beautiful collection. And here's the view, the side view. So I've got it in the fat quarter set and a jelly roll set. And I wasn't sure if, since I love this fabric so much, oh, I'm gonna sit back down. If I wanted to use this for 2, if I wanted to do 1 quilt and use this for smaller pieces so I didn't have to cut as much, but I now have 3 quilts that I really am in love with that I think I want to use this on. Whew, I don't even know where to start. So the first one, I already bought the pattern for. Table Kitchen Knitting, I bought the violet quilt. I love everything that she puts online, anything she designs, because it seems very beginner friendly. As a beginner, I look at it and I think I'm ready I can tackle this. It's easy, but I also see how long-term quilters would really gravitate towards her work as well. This seems doable. It seems, and it's not my pattern, so I'm not gonna show you, but I can do fat quarter, friendly, a lot of simple square cutting, which again, as a beginner, cutting fabric, I'm terrible at. Some sashing, some strips, I can tackle this. Two things. I don't know what color I would pick for the outline of each one of the crosses because I don't have enough for any of these. So I would need to go out and find a good background color for this. Another thing that really appeals to this one is she is doing a quilt along. Either I think in January or February, I'm not sure. I bought this on, I think her Black Friday sale or her Cyber Monday sale. And knowing that there is a quilt along that will be happening within a month or two means I can ask questions, I can look at videos, I can virtually work with other quilters on this together. That's very appealing. But part of me thinks this is such a special print that the meaning behind it, family, togetherness, you may be apart, but you're always there for each other. I think this one, I want this to be the quilt that I just keep forever, that my kids have, and I have these great moments where we're all sitting on the couch, cuddled up, watching a movie, and I see my kids just cuddled with this quilt that I made, and then their grandkids cuddle with this quilt. I want this fabric and the quilt to be that memorable family thing. I also know the violet quilts will be easy, more beginner friendly. I don't know. I have a lot of time to think about it. I'm not even going to start this until probably January or February after I can tackle a little bit more of this diamond painting, but I wanted to show you my fabric. I'm so excited about it. And I hope you're all doing well. Let me know what you're up to. I'm always around and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, crafters.